This is Paul. Yes. I was reading this Louisiana law review. Yes. And it says because of the language of the pertinent article of the Code of Napoleon, it was discussed in early French doctrine whether a lie, a mensonge, could constitute a maneuver of the kind required by the French article, since, at first blush, a lie seems distinguishable from a conspiracy, machination, or stratagem. The conclusion now prevailing in French doctrine is that a mensonge does constitute such a maneuver when used with the intention of inducing a person into a contract he would not have made were it not for the deception. A lie, in sum, is a simple form of scheme designed to misrepresent a certain state of affairs, and that is precisely the very essence of fraud. A lie is the very essence of fraud. Oh. Now, this Code of Napoleon, yes, the fraud on the court is a lie. Now, when you think about issuing court orders where I'm not a resident, now that was a lie, wasn't it? You didn't do what the requirements of the law are. And then when you say, well, he's mentally ill or defective, pooch, that was a lie. I'm not mentally ill and I'm not mentally defective, pooch. When you motion a court for a default dissolution of marriage and you know that I responded in the 90 days, yes, that's a lie. Fraud. The very essence of fraud is a lie. Now, this is a maneuver on the part of those that are parties or employees of the court. Let's say you serve an individual and arrest them at 7 p.m. on Sunday night on the 27th of May of 2012. Now, you know I didn't commit any crime because you went through and filled out all the dissolution of marriage paperwork, and 3 days after, it's not just bad faith, it's fraud because it's a lie. Then you reissue the protection order when it should have been enforceable during the time of the whole trial because of the lie, the fraud of saying that, well, I have to reissue it because he broke the protection order, which was not the truth. I was found not guilty of violating it. Now, the fraud of issuing dissolutions of marriage without any due process to myself, pooch. It was a lie that you could not serve me because you could serve me. All you had to do was call my cell phone or email me that you had something for me. Now, it's a lie that the courts continue to fraudulently destroy the mechanisms of the judiciary because they just can't admit that they've been fucking lying the whole time. Now, you didn't serve me before you issued the protection order in 2015, June 1st to June 12th, because you lied. You committed a fraud that said, well, we can't find the guy, when you could have emailed me. Popo! You could have contacted me anywhere. Now, I know, okay, you have this thing about emails as law enforcement where you couldn't just send an email knowing that my relatives had my email address, and I know my Uncle Wayne did. Chooch. I know my Aunt Lori did. Pooh. I know my soon-to-be disowned mother did. Pooch. Now, for some reason, okay, fraud is a lie. Do you understand what fraud is? You've been lying.